That's the talking point that's going around, that it's a vigilante safety net, or that it's he's not a hero. Like, we all supposed to rely on. What do you mean? Do you want to rely on the cops that, like, the ones outside of Uvalde? Because I feel like we could have used a couple of vigilantes there. Yeah, Kane's like, are we supposed to throw our Panda Express at the bad guys? Like, what are we supposed to do? This is the Greenwood police chief on that hero. Listen to this, audio soundbite 7.
I will say his actions were nothing short of heroic. He engaged the gunman from quite a distance with a handgun, was very proficient in that, very tactically sound, and as he moved to close in on the suspect, he was also motioning for people to exit behind him. He has, to our knowledge, he has no police training and no military background.
He just trained on his own. One of the grandmothers, one of the women who her granddaughter was like by him when this happened, they don't know each other, but he told her to get down and get behind him. And the grandmother was like, he's a hero. I'm so proud of him because he saved her life. And they're like, oh, are we supposed to rely on it? Aren't they snotty? Yeah. Aren't these people so snotty? The Moms Demand former Monsanto PR person who got hired for the Michael Bloomberg's pretend grassroots moms group, Moms Demand, she had to delete a bunch of her tweets because they were going after this guy and acting like he wasn't a hero, and he is. Thank heavens he was there. I mean, these people are so snotty. This shows you kind of it's a class warfare thing. Oh my gosh, you have to defend yourself. You can't afford private security. Stop being poor. That's who these people are. That's what I hear when I heard Allison Camerota say that. That's such irresponsible quackery. As we said yesterday, we had this discussion yesterday because I keep seeing it being used. They're trying so hard to tear this dude down for doing nothing but saving lives. Everyone else, from the theater to the police, say he's a hero to the other people who were there. He's not a vigilante. He didn't go off seeking this stuff. The crime came to him. And by the way, vigilantism is a word with a meaning. Lawful defense of life does not qualify. Vigilantism literally means that you are going around the law. You are doing something outside of the scope of law. That is not what this is. Defense of life does not qualify as that. And I'm so tired of these people using these words, because these words, it is important in these discussions. Certain legal penalties apply depending on the usage of certain words. Like I said, we could have sure as hell used a couple of vigilantes in Uvalde. These people, the thing is they don't believe in the good guy with a gun because they think that firearms are not inanimate objects. People like Allison Camerota and all of these anti-Second Amendment activists who are just up in arms because a lawful, law-abiding person defended other people's lives, they think that guns are like these cursed talismans that impart on their bearers an insatiable desire for carnage. That's what they believe. They think that a person is fine, and then you introduce a firearm, and then suddenly that person's evil. And self-defense is condemned because you may imperil the criminal in the process of defending your obviously less valuable life. So to these people, there is no right to self-defense. There's a right afforded to criminals, a right to commit violent criminal actions without the expectation of physical force as a deterrence. You know, the absence of evil makes us safer. You can't legislate evil out of existence. But you cannot take away from people the ability for them to avail themselves of a criminal's violent actions. I mean, it's this 22-year-old, he was legally carrying. Indiana has constitutional carry law. And the girlfriend... one reporter spoke with Elisha Dickens' girlfriend, and no, she was with him, and the grandmother's like, I'm so happy that they saved them. Greenwood Park Mall had tweeted about it. I mean, it's it's unbelievable. Thank heavens for this 22-year-old.